to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And again, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now Prescott.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead.
And he is into the end zone for
It's public, so he should be able to come in.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, and you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Well,
He's
get
got
the
a
fuck out of
convoy,
here.
and he might be gone. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 105 yards on the kick return, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Let him go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
That was the point of the play.
Will Fuller, 83 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Need to stop it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Watson on 1st down, and he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver.
Drop the game.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace.
At this point
Money
right
throw
now, bro,
right
you can't
there
do
to move the sticks.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half. As
I just said, bro. But you got, okay, from my point of view, from my point of view, bro. No, but look, listen, hold on. From my point of view, bro, you scored on flukes. You ran up. You know what I'm saying? You ran up. You ran it back up. The first time you scored.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot.
I need to learn your defense. I promise you won't score again without working for it.
And that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You can't. I've been YouTubing all day. Nigga. I've just got.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack.
And let me
That's
show
really
you this.
difficult to do
I'm
in
gonna go
today's
for
NFL
it.
with all these gazelles
I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna throw it to
secondary.
Hopkins.
Watson gonna stay out there.
I'm gonna go for it
on 4th.
Nah, I'm finna throw it to Fuller.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. The 40, 30, the 20.
He picked this one, man. I thought.
Score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they go on 4th down.
It was a
not only
computer
do they
pick.
not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that
It was a
situation.
computer
Turn it over
pick.
for the
Wasn't
offense.
user.
But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
What I'm asking
I love how you
I'm
upsell.
down, man.
That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Get the fuck out of here.
There he goes offside.
Bro, this game is fucking trash, bro. I've never, bro. He tripped me up by my legs, bro, and he fumbles the ball, bro.
You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. Under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side.
God, fucking up, bro.
Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. 4-bat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what it... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Set. 19. Watch my board. High 31. And go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Check. Watch 54. Wild.
Throwing on third down, Watson. It's complete, Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, here we go. Watch the curve. 26.
First down, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's He's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be a second down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this match. No, okay.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Miller. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Right here, 41 Mike. Go on, come on, D.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Prescott looks to throw on first. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
You got it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 20, 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of my
she's singing
guys.
too.
Oh,
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson to throw again. And his pass incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling here.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here we go on fourth. Watson, and this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Forbath, the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush limit.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Play action for Miller. Now Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep